That sentence should not exist. Neither should I. I recorded their extinction myself. I watched the Council remove Earth's future from the probability stream. Nothing survives that punishment. Not worlds. Not stars. Not memory. Yet 12 minutes later, human ships crossed our borders. I know because I fired the first warning shot. My name cannot be translated into human language. Among my people, I was called the observer between outcomes. We do not see time as a straight line. We taste it. Every choice has a flavor. Every future has a scent. Humans had none. That disturbed us long before the Council noticed them. We first believed they were primitive. Their technology was crude. Their bodies were fragile. They needed oxygen. Liquid water. Moderate temperatures. Their bones broke. Their skin tore. Their lives ended in less than a century. Everything about them screamed weakness. So we concluded they survived through numbers. That was my first mistake. The Council gathered beneath the hollow ring. Thousands of species. Millions of minds linked together. No one spoke. Thought traveled faster than sound. Only one question mattered. Why could humanity not be predicted? The probability choir searched every possible future. Nothing. Only static. Every civilization leaves patterns. Humans left scars. Invisible ones. The choir insisted the anomaly threatened reality itself. The Council agreed. Earth would be erased before the infection spread. No vote opposed it. Not even mine. I remember watching Earth's blue oceans. Clouds drifted peacefully. Children laughed. Cities glowed beneath darkness. I felt nothing. Mercy is not part of my species. Efficiency is. The Council activated the null mandate. No explosion. No beam. No weapon. Reality simply corrected itself. Earth vanished. Its star remained. Its orbit remained. But the planet no longer belonged there. History folded over the empty space. The universe accepted the correction. Every sensor confirmed success. The Council celebrated. I tasted certainty. Then my instrument screamed. Not with sound. With impossible mathematics. An object emerged where no future existed. Then another. Then hundreds. Human ships. Gray hulls. No elegant curves. No exotic energy signatures. Only steel. Scars. Burn marks. Weapons still warm. They flew in perfect silence. I assumed they were automated survivors. Machines often ignore probability damage. Another mistake. A transmission arrived. No encryption. No threats. Only one sentence. You deleted the wrong Earth. Silence spread across the Council. Impossible. There had only been one Earth. Every archive confirmed it. Every timeline agreed. Yet human fleets continued arriving. 1 became 10. 10 became thousands. They surrounded the hollow ring without firing. No civilization had ever found the Council's hidden location. Humans flew directly toward it, as if they already knew. Panic infected species that had never evolved fear. The choir searched again. Still nothing. The human future remained blank. The Council demanded explanations. None existed. I volunteered to intercept them. Observation was my function. Understanding anomalies was my purpose. At least that was what I believed. My vessel drifted toward the nearest human cruiser. It looked damaged. Hull plates mismatched. Engines from different manufacturers. Weapon ports welded shut and reopened. It resembled a battlefield assembled into a ship. I concluded humans lacked manufacturing standards. Primitive species often repair instead of replace. That assumption lasted exactly 43 seconds. Scans revealed every scar carried deliberate engineering. Each dent redirected enemy fire. Each repair strengthened the frame. Nothing was accidental. Humans weaponized damage. I had never imagined such thinking. A single human appeared on my display. Female. Gray streaks in dark hair. One artificial eye. Burn marks across one hand. She smiled. Predators usually smile before killing, so I prepared defensive systems. She only nodded. You look confused. Her voice remained calm. I refused verbal communication. Emotion clouds judgment. Instead, I projected mathematical proofs. Earth had been erased. Probability demanded their non-existence. Her smile widened. That's your problem. She leaned closer. You think probability is in charge. Transmission ended. No demands. No threats. No negotiations. Only silence. I analyzed her words for hours. Meaningless. Probability governs existence. Everything obeys it. Everything except. No. That conclusion was irrational. Then another impossible event occurred. Council scouts reported Earth. Again. Exactly where it belonged. Blue oceans. White clouds. Cities. Life. Every scan confirmed it. Every historical record insisted Earth had never disappeared. But my own recordings remained unchanged. I had watched it vanish. Both realities existed simultaneously. That cannot happen. The council accused my instruments of failure. They inspected them. No faults. They questioned my memory. My species cannot forget. They questioned reality itself. Reality refused to answer. The choir entered a deep temporal search. Several members dissolved into paradox. One simply ceased existing. Another aged 10,000 years and seconds. Their final report contained only 3 words. Stop observing humans. The council ignored them. Fear often creates arrogance. Arrogance creates extinction. I did not understand that lesson yet. Orders arrived. Board a human vessel. Discover their origin. Find the hidden Earth. Destroy it. Simple. Logical. Necessary. A docking request appeared before I even moved. The humans invited me aboard. They should not have known my mission. They should not have known my location. Yet their airlock opened. Waiting. I assumed it was a trap. Of course it was. But not the kind I expected. The corridors felt ordinary. Metal walls. Dim lights. Old machinery. Crew members carried tools instead of weapons. Some laughed. Others argued over food. One repaired a leaking pipe while humming. I recorded every detail. Primitive behavior. Undisciplined. I concluded their military lacked order. Then I noticed something impossible. Every crew member walked different routes. No pattern repeated. No predictable rhythm existed. They constantly changed direction. Changed schedules. Changed conversations. At first I believed they were disorganized. Then I discovered every change occurred exactly 1 second before my predictive systems expected it. Not after. Before. They were avoiding predictions they could not possibly detect. Cold spread through my neural lattice. No species could evade probability in real time. No species except humans. A child stepped into the corridor. Perhaps 8 human years old. She looked directly at me. You shouldn't be here. Simple words. Soft voice. No fear. Children fear strangers. That is universal. Or so I believed. Before I could answer, every light aboard the ship went dark. Not from failure. From choice. And somewhere beyond the silent hull, something far older than the Galactic Council had finally noticed that humans were no longer hiding. The darkness did not frighten the humans. That made no sense. Every intelligent species fears the unknown. Fear preserves life. Fear creates caution. Humans stood perfectly still. No shouting. No panic. No emergency lights. Only silence. I concluded their power grid had failed. Primitive engineering. Predictable weakness. My third great mistake. Then every crew member looked upward, not toward the ceiling. Beyond it. As if listening. The child smiled. It found us. No alarm followed. Instead, someone sighed. Not with terror. With annoyance. Like a mechanic interrupted during lunch. A voice echoed through the ship. Protocol Ash. Everyone breathe. That command confused me. Breathing was automatic. Why announce it? The crew inhaled together. Slow. Steady. My scanners detected synchronized heartbeats. Their biological rhythms aligned. Impossible. Millions of tiny chemical changes spread through their bodies. Hormones. Electrical impulses. Neural activity. Their minds became strangely ordered. I assumed they were preparing for death. Instead, every sensor aboard my suit failed simultaneously. Not destroyed. Overwhelmed. Something enormous had appeared outside. Not a ship. Not a creature. Not energy. Probability itself bent around it. My species has words for stellar predators, void intelligences, time parasites, gravitic monarchs. None applied. This thing did not occupy space. Space occupied it. The Council's emergency channel exploded with signals. Every fleet had seen it. Entire armadas were retreating. Planets activated defense grids. Ancient civilizations awakened forgotten weapons. Nothing locked onto a target. There was no target. Only absence. The child looked at me. You can feel it now. I refused to answer. My vocal organs had frozen. The impossible presence drifted closer. Reality wrinkled. Stars blurred. Distance became meaningless. Then every human sat down. Some closed their eyes. Others continued drinking coffee. Coffee. While existence unraveled, I concluded they had surrendered. Cowards often appear calm before collapse. The old woman with the artificial eye laughed. You aliens always think we're fearless. She shook her head. We're terrified. That contradicted every observation. Her hands trembled. Sweat covered her forehead. Her pulse raced. She was telling the truth. Humans felt overwhelming fear, yet they continued functioning. That discovery unsettled me more than the cosmic entity outside. My people eliminate fear through biology. Humans carry fear like another organ. The ship vibrated. A sound arrived. No ear should hear it. No language should describe it. Yet I understood. Return them. Not spoken. Known. Every atom aboard the vessel recognized the command. My legs collapsed. Around me, humans remained seated. The captain answered the darkness. No. One word. Calm. Respectful. Absolute. The universe waited. Nothing refuses beings older than galaxies. Nothing survives refusal. I prepared for annihilation. Instead, the impossible voice asked another question. Why? The captain stood. Because they're ours. Silence. Then she pointed toward me. And he isn't ready yet. My internal fluids nearly crystallized. She was speaking about me. Why? I was an enemy observer. The presence lingered. Every second aged nearby starlight. Then it withdrew. Not defeated. Satisfied. Stars became stars again. Space remembered how to exist. Every human exhaled together. Someone cursed quietly. Another finished cold coffee. A mechanic returned to repairing the leaking pipe. The crisis had ended. No celebration. No speeches. Only work. I finally found my voice. What was that? The captain looked genuinely surprised. You've never met one? Met one. She spoke as though discussing weather. She motioned toward a chair. You call them impossible. We call them witnesses. That word carried no scientific meaning. Only familiarity. Impossible familiarity. I demanded answers. She refused. Not yet. Humans always refuse direct answers. I identified a behavioral pattern. Whenever confronted with superior knowledge, they concealed it. Cowardice. Self-preservation. Another incorrect conclusion. A warning echoed across every communication network. The Galactic Council had mobilized. Every member civilization. Every reserve fleet. Every ancient weapon. They were surrounding the solar system. More than 2 million warships. Enough firepower to erase a spiral arm. The Council transmitted a single declaration. Humanity has violated universal continuity. Immediate surrender. The human bridge remained quiet. Someone asked whether lunch was ready. Another complained about engine maintenance. No one discussed surrender. I mistook indifference for ignorance. Surely they had not understood the threat. Then Earth appeared on the main display. Not magnified. Live. Children played beneath trees. Rain fell over oceans. Farmers harvested fields. Traffic filled highways. Ordinary life. While the greatest armada in history approached, my analytical core finally produced a conclusion. Humans were collectively irrational. No strategic civilization behaves this way. The captain watched Earth for several seconds. Then she whispered something so softly that my recorders almost missed it. They're home. Her eyes changed. Not physically. Emotionally. Until then I had believed humans fought for survival. For territory. For resources. For revenge. I finally recognized another possibility. They fought for places. Specific places. Specific people. Specific memories. An idea absurd to my species. We abandon worlds when efficiency demands it. Humans bury generations beneath theirs. The council opened a direct channel. Their high arbiter appeared. His confidence filled the transmission. Humanity. You have one final opportunity. Submit. The captain smiled. Not like a predator. Not like a diplomat. Like someone hearing an old joke. She muted the transmission. Then she turned toward me. You've been making the same mistake since you met us. I searched my records. There were many possibilities. She answered before I could ask. You think we're protecting Earth. A strange chill spread through my nervous lattice. If not Earth. Then what? She pressed a single key. The stars around Sol shifted. Not moved. Recognized. Thousands of hidden structures unfolded between suns. Ancient. Impossible. Waiting. They had never appeared on any council map. They had never emitted energy. They had never existed, until that moment. My predictive systems dissolved into meaningless numbers. The captain looked toward the awakening network and quietly finished her sentence. We're protecting everyone else from what Earth is keeping asleep. And for the first time in my existence, I realized the Galactic Council had never banished humanity. It had accidentally unlocked humanity's real job.